right, man. So I think Vergil Ortiz should call out. Should call. I mean, Jaron Boots-Ennis should call Vergil Ortiz his bluff. All right, but let's start off with this.
Agreed on the deal. And I'll say it because obviously Oscar's, 50-50 and 5% for the winner. Okay? So basically 55-45 to the winner. We all agreed and we left the room to make the deal. Jaron-Ennis signed the contract and Vergil Ortiz didn't sign the contract. Okay? Now, if they don't want to do that deal anymore and they want to renege on their word, that's fine. I'm not going to moan about it, but I have to speak to my client because that's very different to what was agreed in the room. I really don't feel like this is the most obvious 50-50 fight that can be, but I'm very happy to look at, and I'm not going to come out and go, winner takes all. We'd do that. But anything can happen in boxing, and you've got to protect the fighter. But I'm happy to have that overlay of a bigger percentage for the winner. So if you truly believe you're going to win the fight, you will get by far the lion's share. And I'm not going to come out and tell you what it is. And I'm not going to.
Would you go as far as 60-40 to the winner?
I'm going to go back to Oscar de la Hoya, who at the moment, touch wood, everything's friendly. I believe Oscar de la Hoya wants to make the best fights. And when he says, Eddie, you're desperate, you're showing your hand. I am desperate. I'm desperate to make the best fights in boxing for the zone. And for me, this fight is the best fight in American boxing.
Where does Rick Meridian's position in this? Because there's been a lot of...
We don't have any conversations with Rick Meridian. We only deal with Golden Boy on this fight. We're not interested in talking to Ortiz's manager. I think Oscar was talking about something else, but we just want to deal with Oscar de la Hoya and Eric Gomez, and we want to do it in a friendly and cordial fashion. And I will be going back to them this week with my ideas to try and make the fight. I have to speak to my client because we agreed, and everybody in that room knows what was agreed. But if that's not on the table anymore, we've got to revisit it. So hopefully we can get a fight made.
And that sounds like a team. That sounds like a team that believes. That sounds like a team that believes that they're going to win, right? He said they agreed to 50-50 is what it sounded like I heard. And then these Hectors reneged on it because they don't want to fight. Me personally, I would just move on from it, wash my hands of it, and go to the next best thing, right? I think he understands the urgency of if they don't make fights like this, it's a wrap. It's a wrap. If this fight don't get made, the game is Turkey Al Sheikh's, and the game is Turkey Al Sheikh's. Turkey Al Sheikh is bagging Zuffa and Paramount, and apparently he was buying 13% of the zone. So regardless, at that point, what does it tell you? We don't need Turkey Al Sheikh. I mean, we don't need Eddie Hearn, Oscar de la Hoya. PBC deal is going to be up pretty soon. We don't need them no more. We just need Turkey. So Eddie Hearn understands business. He understands okay, if we don't start making these fights and working together in the 23rd in a half hour, we're all going to be on the streets. We all are going to be second-rate promoters. He understands that. Oscar de la Hoya doesn't understand that, but de la Hoya has been operating like a second, third-rate promoter anyway. He has nothing tangible. His shows have no motion. His shows have no sauce. There's nothing to his shows. They're all trash. All he does is hating on everybody else's shows. So does it make them seem desperate? Yes, but Eddie Hearn's desperate for a good reason because he knows if they can't get this fight done, the game strictly belongs to Turkey. And what Turkey did was cut them out for Dana White. Turkey's going to cut y'all out and go straight to the fighters, and that's just what it is. They still won't make fights, even when American television divested away from them. So if it's no TV money left and it's down to the zone, realistically, it's like, damn, y'all still can't work together. And they're willing to renege. They're willing to do 60-40. They're willing to take less money. But even if they do call the snow on the bluff and they are going to take less money, you know what it is going to be. They're going to come up with some excuse. Vergil Ortiz is going to miss weight, or he going to get sick, or he going to fake an injury or something of that nature. This ain't nothing new. This coward doesn't want to fight, and that's what it is. And this is a whole thing. And you don't know how I know Eddie Hearn is desperate is when he said, well, I know Oscar De La Hoya wants to make this fight because he's not trying to disrespect Oscar De La Hoya. Look here, man, as a man with my pride, I got to call it what it is. I'm not protecting Oscar De La Hoya's image. I'm not protecting his ego. I'm going to just say this whole ass nigga don't want to make a fight. Fuck it. Why be at somebody else's mercy, right? And they still just gonna do whole ass nigga shit. That's my thing. Look here, I'm gonna go out telling it how it is. They some hoes, they don't want to fight. Vergil Ortiz a pussy. That's as simple as that. I'm not moving. We agreed on 50-50. If they want to fight, they want to fight. They act like they wanted to fight last time. When they knew we was competing for unifications in the ring title, how can he try to stop us from getting the ring title when he got no title? I would just straight up disrespect him. And also, Boots is not doing himself a service neither. He's doing himself a disservice because Jaron Boots-Ennis should be talking shit about this dude. I agree with Roy Jones when he said about these fighters today, they soft. I agree with him, you know? At the end of the day, it's your job too, Boots. You need to be applying pressure. You need to be going in front of a camera, calling Jamil up and saying this whole ass nigga don't want to fight. Yeah, I know what he's seen. What happened with Canelo? What happened with Crawford with Canelo? He know it's gonna be the fucking sequel right here. It's gonna be my Philadelphia fucking belt to his motherfucking Dallas Cowboy ass, and he too pussy to take the challenge. But all these dudes do is, you know, they don't care about nothing because he should be applying pressure. Eddie Hearn shouldn't be the main mouthpiece. Rick Mirrigate shouldn't be the main mouthpiece. Oscar De La Hoya shouldn't be the main mouthpiece. This is what these dudes really do when they really don't want to fight. Boots probably don't really want to fight. Boots is probably fine, like a number of these dudes out here just looking like they on top. Just looking like they look better. I'll take the moral victory to look like I wanted to fight and he didn't want to fight. Because I feel like if Boots really wanted to fight, hit the gas pedal. Call the Breakfast Club up. Call Jamil, YSM Media up. Call all them dudes up. And you should be going on a smear Vergil Ortiz campaign. Fuck all that take the high road shit. This is boxing. This is entertainment. Imagine WWE without the monologues. You put up on them. You talk shit about them already. So, I mean, what it is. That's my thing about it. 1 second. My bad, y'all. I had a phone call. But yeah, I'm pressing him. I'm pressing him. So really, you can't let Jaron Boots-Ennis get away with the shit, right? Because he should be on the campaign pressing them. All this taking the high road. I think they want to fight. Stop kissing their ass. Stop kissing their ass. Stop kissing their ass, man. Vergil Ortiz, Jaron Boots-Ennis should be on the fucking hunt. Man, every time I talk, I'll be on every day pressuring this dude, disrespecting this dude, ripping this dude. I'm like, I pulled up to Dallas on this clown boy. What you know about them Texas boys hiding in their house? I start reading his attendance off from his last fight. Man, these dudes ain't got no character. They ain't got no personality, no Nathan. Because really a lot of onus falls on him too. Sometimes you got to smoke a fox out his foxhole. And that's what he should be doing. But these dudes don't have no character, man. We grew up on wrestling. You know what I'm saying? We grew up on all that. These niggas grew up with tablets. You know what I'm saying? They ain't grow up in the sand lot like we did. These niggas grew up on tablets. They grew up on technology, bro. Like, come on, man. We know what it is, bro. He should be disrespecting this dude and ripping this dude he should be disrespecting him 7 days a week. Even on the Sabbath. Real talk, even on the Sabbath. So thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. The subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit all notifications, increase your chance to get notifications. We go live and drop a video. Follow me on X, Facebook, Kick, Twitch, Instagram, Spotify, Anchor, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal. Peace. Join the Patreon.